Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories, starting with Frank Kessié, as it has been reported that Atletico Madrid are making a push to bring in the player to the Metropolitano by all costs, as Barca rate him at 25 million euros. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this player on loan at Elche, Alex Collado, as it have been reported that Barca wants 3 million euro plus percentage of future sale for the forgotten midfielder. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, endeavor to hit the subscribe button, turn on the pulse bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Conflicting rumors continue to emerge on the future of FC Barcelona midfielder Frank Kessié. Frank Kessié signed for Barca only last summer but did not have it easy in his debut season, with regular game time not going his way, and with Barca needing to make sales to resolve their financial fair play struggles. Frank Kessié's name has been rumored a lot with a summer exit from Catalonia. But reports earlier suggested that incoming sporting director Deco values Frank Kessié great deal and he does not wish to sell him this summer unless there is an extraordinary offer. Despite that, Marca is now reporting that FC Barcelona's La Liga rivals Atletico Madrid are weighing up a summer move for Frank Kessié as they look to reinforce their midfield unit. The Rojiblancos are likely to part ways with two of their midfielders this summer in the form of Saul Niguez and Geoffrey Kondogbia. Furthermore, with Koke not getting any younger, they wish to bolster their options in the center of the park. As such, Atletico Madrid have identified two options in the form of Frank Kessié and PSG superstar Marco Verratti. Atletico Madrid understand that operation will be so difficult, but given Frank Kessié's situation currently at Barcelona, they are hopeful of convincing him and the club to make the switch. After all, the Ivorian, whose market value currently stands at 25 million euros, is already behind Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Gavi in the pecking order, and could fall a rung lower with the imminent addition of Ilkay Gundogan. And with Barca needing to lower their salary mass, the report states that they could open the doors for his exit. Furthermore, it is claimed that Frank Kessié would welcome that opportunity to join Atletico if he were to leave the La Liga champions this summer. With conflicting claims doing the rounds over Frank Kessié's future at Barca, it will now be interesting to see how this situation resolves itself in the weeks to come. Of course, Frank Kessié continued to be rumored with an exit, despite earlier reports claiming that new sporting director Deco have decided that Barca shouldn't sell him as the player still is an important player to the team next season. But rumors can't stop to bring in contradicting reports on the player's future. And of course, we know that Frank Kessié, who came in just last summer, have not had the best of time at Barca. It's not like his performances have been poor. It's just that he haven't been given a lot of opportunities than he could have hoped. And of course, we have seen more of Frank Kessié only when we see injuries in the midfield. Like when Frankie de Jong was out with injury, that is when Frank Kessié have more game time. And when you see Pedri out with injury, that is when Frank Kessié start having game time. And honestly, the few chances that Javi gave him, I think he did quite well. He did quite well. And of course, all that just to show the manager what he's got. That he also is also a player that can be reliable. And I think that Javi should keep on trusting some players that are feeling somehow down because of lack of game time. And I think Frank Kessié, honestly, if Barca can keep him for another season, it will be better. And I think Deco is right to say they shouldn't sell him. But if this reports are true that Barca are open to selling him, as there have been numerous clubs showing interest in him, then Honestly, it's quite unfortunate for the player who have always said he dreamt of playing for Barca for a long time before joining the club last summer, and it would be some type of harsh for me to just to just tell him to leave just after one season when he have not shown what he's got. He have not been given a lot of opportunities that he hoped for. So let's see what happens. It's true that yes, Barca need to sell players in order to balance the books. Well, we've been talking about players like Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Eric Garcia, and players on loan like Umtiti, Lenglet, Dest. Those are players that, of course, it is very, very likely that the club will sell them, considering the state that the club finds itself in as to regards financial fair play. And of course, those sales will be so important for the club to move on to buy players and have a good and smooth transfer window. So Frankesi's name is still continuing to make the rounds as the player currently links to Atletico Madrid and AC and Inter Milan. And I think for me, Atletico Madrid will be a very good place for Frankesi, where he will much likely have a lot of game time, considering the physicality that he has, and he's more of an Atletico type player than Barca player, with all honesty. But I wish that he can stay at Barca. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, with Barcelona hoping to make some sales before June 30. One of the players that could be on the move imminently is forgotten midfielder Alex Collado. The 24-year-old academic graduate had generated high hopes within the club, but he has been unable to translate his potential to the senior level. After two ordinary loan spells away at Granada and Elche, Collado is set to be sold permanently this summer, especially with his contract expiring in the summer of 2024. His agent has been informed of the same already. Now TV3 is reporting that Collado's situation could be resolved very quickly amid interest from newly promoted La Liga club Las Palmas. Las Palmas are managed by former Barca Athletic boss Garcia Pimienta, who knows Collado very well and is interested in signing him this summer. Barcelona, for their part, are ready to do everything to facilitate Collado's exit so as to generate some small revenue and lighten their wage bill. As per the report, the La Liga champions will seek a smaller transfer fee worth around 30 million euros for the 24-year-old. In addition to that, the Blaugrana wish to insert a clause for a percentage of a future sale as well as a buyback option. Apart from Las Palmas, Collado also has proposals from clubs abroad. It is certain that he will not add to his tally of still senior appearances for Barca and be on his way out in the coming days. The only thing that remains to be determined is his next destination. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.